Josh here, and today we're about to figure out why your red dot looks like a mess. Guys, don't rush to return it just yet though, because it might not be your problem at all. The issue could actually be your eyes, thanks to something called astigmatism. Even if you have eagle vision, an astigmatism can still impact you. Look guys, I've been where you are. I grew up using and working with etched reticles most of my life, and I didn't find out that I had this problem until I got my first pistol red dot sight back in 2014. For me, when I look through a red dot sight, I see a bright starburst pattern. And trust me guys, it was super frustrating thinking that my first expensive pistol optic was just a broken piece of junk. Research shows that millions of people have undiagnosed astigmatism. For a lot of those people, the first time they're gonna notice it is when they look through a red dot sight. Today, I'm gonna give you some free tools to troubleshoot and find out exactly what's going on, and some alternatives you can use if you're just now finding out that red dot sights are completely unusable to you. Okay, let's play detective first. I'm gonna assume that you're watching this on your phone. So here's a phone-free trick that you can use to figure this out. I want you to take your dot off the gun you have it mounted on right now, and then pick it up and look through the sight. Look through it, focus on that dot, and then slowly start to rotate it 360 degrees. If the pattern you're seeing remains stationary, then guys, you have astigmatism. If the pattern rotates with the optic, then it might be time to get your return paperwork ready. If your results are inconclusive, we're gonna go on to step 2, which is gonna give you an even clearer picture, literally. All right guys, second way to check. You're gonna need your cell phone camera for this one. Your cell phone's ultra Gucci, high-end, 4K camera just happens to not have astigmatism. We know this for a fact. Take a photo of the dot, and if you see a crisp, clear dot sitting in the middle of the window, then you know that the issue is with your Mark 1 eyeball and not the optic you just dropped a bunch of cash on. Go ahead and pause the video and give it a try. Don't worry, I'll wait, we'll be here when you get back.
A few moments later.
If both of these tests tell you that you have astigmatism, don't worry, you're not out of the red dot game just yet. There's hundreds of thousands of shooters that still get the benefits of a red dot even with this issue, myself included. So let's talk about some solutions and not just the problems. Here's 4 super cheap tricks you can use to get your red dot game back on track. For starters, guys, let's just crank the brightness down on that bad boy. If you watched our optics Bible video, it should be in one of these corners, then you already know that red dots have varying degrees of brightness. If you're pushing too much light back at your astigmatism, it's gonna exaggerate the problem. Sometimes less is more. Just crank that knob down and turn your brightness down a little bit and everything's gonna be good. If turning the brightness down is still not doing the trick for you, here's a trick that solved the starburst problem for me. Get yourself a pair of polarized sunglasses. The polarization in the lenses helps reduce glare and enhance visual clarity by filtering out horizontal light waves. For me, personally, when combined with using the lowest light setting on the optic, this solves the starbursting problem entirely. If polarized lenses and turning the brightness down isn't doing it, the next step you should try is switching to a green dot. Your eyeballs love green because it's clearer than red, thanks to some sciencey stuff that's going on with how the cones in your eyes work. But there are some negatives. Green dots do tend to cost just a little bit more and they chug through batteries faster. But for a lot of shooters, it's absolutely worth it, especially when they're shooting in low light and need to use non-polarized clear lenses for eye protection. Last, and guys, this is a solid suggestion that I actually found from an old twang and bang video. I've used it in the field for a quick fix before. If you've got backup iron sights, you can flip up the rear peep sight and then co-witness. It's gonna act like a little pinhole camera straightening out the light so that your eyes see a crisper dot. This might not be the best solution out there, but if you're in a pinch, it can definitely help you with your red dot game. If you've gone through all of these quick fixes and you're still on the struggle bus, then it might be time to start considering other options to help solve the problem. The first thing you should try, if you're dead set on a red dot optic, is getting a larger MOA dot. Red dots come in multiple sizes ranging from 2 to 6 MOA in size. So if your problem started on a 2 MOA dot, hit up your local sporting goods store or gun shop and see if you can look through a 4 MOA dot to help solve the problem. That might be the fix for you right out of the gate. If a larger dot size doesn't rectify the problem, you're not out of luck or banished to the iron sights corner just yet. It might cost you a bit more money, but you should give a holographic sight like the Etched a try next. This is still kind of in the red dot category for those close range engagements, but the holographic sight bounces light off of a holographic grate to project light onto the lens. This acts like a polarizing filter, reducing the amount of light your eye is exposed to, which can help substantially with your astigmatism. Prism sights with etched glass reticles are your next shot. With etched glass, you're essentially looking through a traditional rifle scope with a distortion-free illuminated reticle. There's a number of 1x Prism optics that have entered the market over the last few years. For example, there's the primary arm Cyclops and We might even be entering that space with our own little 1x Prism optic. These are probably going to make for a solid replacement if you decided you just can't get past the distortion of your red dot and the EOTech optics are a little bit out of your price range. Last, guys, we have low power variable optics or LPVOs like the Vortex Strike Eagle 1:6 or our own Redtail LPVO. Etched reticles that zoom from 1 to 6 are perfect for rifles at any range. They're bigger and they need proper mounting, but they're astigmatism proof and they're versatile as hell. You already knew I was gonna say this part, guys. Before you trash your red dot because of the astigmatism, you need to get out to the range and try shooting with it for a while. There's tens of thousands of people with serious astigmatism issues, and with proper training, they're able to compensate and overcome that and continue to shoot at extremely high levels in spite of their faulty eyeballs. While it might be annoying at first, you're gonna adapt over time and you're gonna get better with practice. Just get out to the range and give it a try and see if it's doable first. After all that, if your dot's still a hot mess and you're having trouble seeing, or you're seeing blurry targets and halos at night, you need to get your butt to an eye doctor. Astigmatism is like a fingerprint. There's no two that are same. Shortly after I found out that I struggle with seeing red dots, it came to my attention that driving at night is actually like much harder for me than it was for other people. And this is because my astigmatism makes other people's headlights a nightmare when it's coming through my windshield. Other issues like farsightedness and cataracts can fake you out here too, so let a professional help diagnose you. Don't let a blurry dot wreck your confidence when a simple pair of glasses might be life-changing for you. Guys, your red dot's probably fine. It's likely astigmatism messing with your eyes. Test it with your phone or a quick spin in the optic and try the free fixes that we just talked about, like lowering the brightness or getting polarized sunglasses. And if that's not enough, then consider grabbing an alternative optic. A fuzzy dot is not a dead end. It's a chance to improve your rifle build and your skills as a shooter. If you want to learn more about red dot optics as backups, check out this video CJ put together and let me know what particular brand of astigmatism you have down in the comments section. I'll see you there.